Howdy, folks. When last we left our illustrious heroes, there was a fire. There was a whole lot of fury, and now, with the sun high overhead, portions of Salstein that aren't underground, at least, um, our heroes are putting together a plan for what they're going to be doing to figure out who burned out the library. I give you the floor.
I'm assuming we've all had a long rest and or has that not happened?
Um, So resting in Pathfinder is weaker than it is in other systems. But this is the day after the fire.
Okay, so our hit points should all be back to normal.
Mm.
So, welcome to Pathfinder. When you rest, you get hit points equal to your Constitution modifier times your level. Times your level. If you rest without any shelter or comfort, you reduce this healing by half. So, for example, Jeff,
Aye, Captain.
when you rested, you gained 12 hit points back.
Yep.
Well, I'm just screwed because I had the Constitution modifier of 0. Fortunately, I'm back to full health beforehand, but I did not know
The
that was
con
a thing.
modifier is a minimum of 1. The con modifier is a minimum. You don't need to action, so you don't need to be concerned about that.
Okay.
Sweet. I'm almost full health again. So when last we left, we had
Charmaine, do you have your notes from last session?
Yeah, I just ran and grabbed my iPad.
Would you like to read them?
Yeah, sure. Um, so at the beginning of the last session, I wrote that there's a ruckus in the town of Salstein. We discover the library is on fire, which is where we left Aki. We run through the burning building to retrieve Aki. The fire blazes strong as Jinx tries to save someone, but they die. We grab each other and run out to watch the library collapse into pieces with Aki inside. Chef heals what he can and escapes to the bar. Carmine throws her painting that had fire in it into the fire. Jinx is panicking, looking desperately for Aki among the survivors, and Leffman is trying to help with the fire. The next day, Leffman and Chef help investigate the fire. It is determined that the fire was started alchemically. Carmine starts a rumor that Salstein's council are embezzling money, and that's why there isn't a second fire station. And I think the next day we wanted to go, you guys discovered that you wanted to look at painting ingredients or something involved with painting for the alchemy for the fire.
If I'm remembering correctly, the alchemical accelerants being used have civilian uses, but like
Thank you, almighty note taker, because, yeah, it's been 5 minutes. I don't remember.
who has ADHD, the character or the player? Why not both?
yes.
Both.
Yes.
Uh, so it's noon.
And when we left, she had just started the rumor, essentially. Like I gave her Aki's
Yeah.
pen, and she had just started the rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So eat lunch and then head out looking. Sound
Sounds
like a
like a
plan?
good plan to me.
Yeah. Mm.
All right. You guys have lunch. The inn is the inn the innkeep sets out a sign out front that basically goes for people who were adversely affected by the library, we're doing free food. You guys all say, hey, can I get in on that? And they give you soup, and they give you a warm onion soup and a
Mhm.
hunk of, think baguette, but it's round. Is kind of the texture. And the four of you sit around a table and start making plans. Are you thinking that you want to look for art supplies, or are you guys thinking that you want to like check in with check in with if there's a local gallery and see if like who's active in the area?
Does the Pathfinder Society have any such resources would be able to give us an idea of where to look?
Uh, they might be an option if there are like people who contract with them to like go out and collect raw materials for some of these things, but that would be the only way that they could really help you.
May I use Eyes of the City to try and track that down? Sorry, I'm just trying to use shit I never use.
There are definitely enough people around for you to talk with to keep up the trail. Um, are you better at diplomacy or society?
Sorry, let me check. I'm grabbing a band-aid because I just sliced my finger open. Um,
What the frack,
so yeah, I discovered I have 2 cuts on my finger right now.
lordy?
Society, I am an
Your cat's
expert.
trying to kill you.
Yeah, I know you hear it. I'm better at society than diplomacy.
Then roll me a society. All right, on a 19, you get 3. Like if you're looking for like painters, then there's 3 of them. There's Baffa the Goblin.
Okay.
There's Wellbig, who ironically is notoriously small. And there's Perkick. And Wellbig and Perkick are set up more or less right next to each other. Because they're trying to break into it. Because they're trying to break into the scene. And then Off of the Goblin is a little bit off in kinda a little bit off in kind of the middle of nowhere. Um, but those are like the 3 painters in town.
Okay. Um, do we want to go talk to them, or do you guys want to go find a gallery, if there even is one?
How secure was the scene when Leftman and Chef were there?
Crawling with fire investigators, but it's not like there was much of a law enforcement presence.
So general public milling about.
Most of the general public was there yesterday. Today it's more like there's a small handful of folks. But like there's not a whole lot of people who live back in that cavern. But there's enough for there to be like people going by and calling out to folks and being like, "Hey, what's going on? Have you guys found anything yet?"
I'm trying to think if we can get away with were we seen is more what I'm going for. Were Leffman and I seen?
Yes.
Okay. Crap.
You guys were seen. A couple of people asked, "Hey, what the hell is the rat up to?" And it was explained that the rat is an alchemist. He's doing some contracting work, and the big guy is his assistant.
Well, poo. I was going to say we try and do this undercover a little bit, but I would say that killed it.
I think you're a little too big to go undercover. Just saying.
I want him to roll a
Yeah,
stealth check.
you could be
now.
seen
I wanna see
halfway
this.
across the damn city.
Exactly.
I was looking.
Like there are houses that come up to your shoulders.
I was leaning more into if people didn't see us there, we could go to the art supply stores, like we're trying to get stuff for Carmine, and ask questions, trying to get info without looking like we're hunting someone down.
Well, Carmine could always wear her come hither outfit and see if she could sweet talk some people.
Also true.
There.
And I can track down people with my feet if we need to.
I think this may be a situation where we need to split up.
Yeah.
Me and Leffman go into Crackheads. You all do it under wraps in a more civilized manner.
You're expecting me to be civilized?
Well, it
Okay,
makes sense.
sure.
I like that
If
idea.
nothing
Jinx
else,
is just
Carmen can
fucking
distract,
around.
slip in the back.
Yeah. Okay. I'm down to try this.
Let's go.
What do you think, Furman?
What am I fucking with?
Everybody.
Just the way I like it. We're gonna need a bigger bed, though.
There's a stable out back. I've been in worse.
Good enough. Leffman's down with the plan.
Okay, so where it says art...
So Leffman and Chef are going to the art supply place.
Is that like
and,
a whole shopping district, or...
That's the specialty stores. There's like grocers and whatnot, and farmers markets, which is really what it's more of out in the slums. But if you're looking for like bespoke goods, then you're going down into that southern cavern.
What about alchemy supplies?
They would also be down there.
Because I reckon we might want to hit up the alchemist and see if they have had any unusual purchase size.
And then Carmine and Jinx, you guys want to check out the artists?
Yep. I'm gonna let her get all the attention, and I'm gonna just fade into the background and see what I can observe.
Okay. That's going to be a better of society or stealth to actively avoid attention. Because you're the right size for the town, this is going to be a +2. All right, so 17. Carmi definitely has people's attention, and you are her shadow.
And the muscle.
Not even necessarily the muscle. You're just
The
the person
entourage.
who you're the person who's there but doesn't get remembered. It's just like, oh yeah, that really, the human lady in the really pretty dress and her what's it?
That's pretty much what I'm going for, so that works.
And then Leftman and Chef are going to come down here and do their best Goop impression. Two of you walk up to the artists. The Burkick and Welbig have rigged up what amounts to a giant tent in between their respective houses, that they are using as like an open air like art exhibition. Um, and one of them is up on a wooden table in the middle of teaching a bunch of kids how to mix paint and make different colors. And the other one is uh, seems like he's leading the kids' parents around through the through some of the examples of their work.
Okay. Um,
Carmine, you'll fit under, but you might have to duck in a couple.
okay. I'm gonna kind of peruse and kind of just try to join the crowd as if I'm just there to view the artworks.
You're trying to be nonchalant. We're only a society. All right. Um, it's hard to be nonchalant when you're twice as big as everybody else, but you stand in the back and you make appreciative noises. You look very intently at the artwork. Jinx, are you going to be getting up to something sneaky?
I am observing to see what I can learn. I'm not quite sure
Okay.
what I'm looking for at this point.
All right. You are standing back and you're on Overwatch. Um, so Carmine, the tour guide who has since identified himself as Perkick, uh, reaches the end of a particular section, and he turns around and he looks at the crowd and he's like, "Oh my, and does anyone have any questions thus far?"
Um, can I, sorry, before I ask the question, can I drop a lore art to see if any of the art to determine if they were actually made by children or by them?
Um, yeah, go ahead, Lore. So the stuff that they're selling is very clearly their own work. Um, Perkick really seems to really like to do landscapes, while Wellbig tends to focus a little bit more on portraits and like uh the comings and goings of the people in the city. Um, and you also overheard Welbig working with the kids, talking about how they were going to be taking their stuff home at the end of the lesson, and they'll be going for probably another hour. It's not like they're stealing the kids' art and trying to sell that.
Okay. That's what I was trying to make
Um,
sure. Um, where is Perkix standing?
um, so there's like 5 easels that are set up kind of in a cul-de-sac, and he's at the deepest point of the cul-de-sac, and you're kind of standing in the end.
Okay.
And he's 10, maybe 15 feet away from you.
I'm gonna look around, wait for questions before stepping forward just slightly to ask my question.
Okay. What do you ask?
Um, she's gonna kind of step a little closer, try to loom a little bit at the artwork. My dear friend, I noticed that you use very interesting materials for your paints. May I ask what kind of materials you use to create your colors?
So, uh, we do a lot of. So, I really love working with oil paints, and that means that they need to be thinned down a lot. Um, there's a number of options that you can work with that. But honestly, um, there's citrus. You can use citrus oil when we can get it, which around here is not terribly often. So honestly, most of the time we wind up using turpentine. Um, that's distilled from pine resin, which we import from further out in the mountains. Um, it's sometimes a little difficult to work with, but um, it's relatively commercially available. It has a lot of uses for various kinds of parts. Um, we just happen to be painters, and so we use it to help our paints. If you're looking for the paint itself, most of the time we get that from this uh from Welch's in the cavern. Um, and if you're looking for but if you're looking for something boutique, then well, we get that from a specialist. Any other
Oh,
questions? Excellent.
is
Moving on.
oh, okay.
Um, he goes through for another hour, and as Welbig is wrapping up with the kids, he's finishing things off. He finishes hawking the various paintings to his parents. Uh, and as the parents go, Welbig is sitting on on the table, looking at the two of you. Sounds like she wanted to rake you over the coals. So, Missy, how can we help you?
Well, you mentioned you had a certain special supplier. I've been trying to look
Uh,
for some specific paints, so I was wondering if maybe I could
oh, you
possibly go
want
by that
something
source.
special? If you go down the Welches in the cavern, they're gonna overcharge you if you know what you want and you know how to make it. then probably your best bet is going to be checking in with Bafa. He's a little eccentric, but as long as you're okay with the risk of things going boom, he's good people. He's good people for a goblin at least. But
Okay.
How do we find this goblin?
oh, Bafa? I mean, I could show you up to his loft. Furcake doesn't like feeling associated with him, so I tend to be the one who handles that end of things, which is fine because he's better at negotiating with Welch's. We got another group of. He pulls out a pocket watch. We got another group of kids coming in 30 minutes. Is it alright if we go now?
Sure. If you don't mind me squeezing in a quick question.
Yeah.
Um, I noticed both of you have, unique two different types of artworks that you guys do, and this, I know the poor library burned down yesterday. By any chance, were you guys
Bad business
commissioned
app.
in there and lost any work?
So, the library asked, or commissioned us rather, for an upcoming exhibit, but right now we don't have.
Oh well.
We have some pieces in the Pathfinder Society. We have some pieces in, but it's not like there's a large public gallery.
Ah, that was the
But
landscape that's in my dear friend's room. Ah, how unique.
yeah. Honestly, the closest thing that we have to a proper gallery is any gestures at the tent over your heads and the youth around. What we've managed to build for us. One day we'll have a real roof.
Well, that is what we all wish for, don't we? And then she'll kind of wave her hand for them to lead the way to both of these notes. Sorry, I had
Uh,
to. To Baffa's.
Perkic turns to well big. Have fun at Sal's. Come back. Yeah, of course. Like I said, we've got kids coming in 25 minutes. Gotta go. So come along, Miss what's your name, Biggin?
Carmine.
Oh, then come along, Miss Carmine. Jinx, he has not noticed you.
I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm just gonna follow along.
All right. The two of you walk over with Wellbig. He points you at a it's a taller building, but it's built kind of into its own little alcove, and it's kind of isolated from everybody else. You walk up to it, and before you, he points out that's the door. Good luck with him. Uh, and then I need to go back to take care of the kids. He scurries off. Carmen, you walk up and you are about to knock when the door opens, and you are greeted by a wide-headed goblin with raggedy black hair, beady red eyes. He is wearing a terry cloth robe that is about a foot too long for him, and sticking out of the front of his terry cloth robe are two little fuzzy rabbit slippers. Howdy, howdy. Name's Stockholm Bofa, and welcome to my humble abode. Come on in. And he starts walking away into his loft. He opens up a second door and reveals a fairly nicely appointed sitting room. So, how can I help you?
Um, I was recommended to come here for unique art supplies.
Hmm. I was about to have a sit on the couch, and we'll talk about what you have in mind.
Okay.
Oh, your friend wants to sit on the day couch. That seems fair enough. And he takes this stretched canvas out, and he shows you and he shows it off to the two of you. It is uh. So the first thing is, it seems like he's done this using finger painting. Um, there's smoke reminiscent streaks of black in the background, and up in the front are explosions of colors. There's red, there's green, there's like lilac, there's a lot of yellow, and it looks like he's like scratched all of these in. Not bad, huh?
Carmine's just gonna give him a sweet smile.
Jinx is keeping her mouth shut and doing everything she can not to be noticeable, because if she opens her mouth, she's gonna insult him.
Jinx, roll me a will save.
If she busts out laughing, I'm gonna cough over her.
I'm gonna.
Could probably do with some revisions, but I think that's really capturing the emotion yesterday.
You were there?
I was out in the crowd. I wasn't deeply participating.
Carmine's gonna look at Jinx. Very briefly. You didn't seem to recognize me if you say that you were kind of around. I was there yesterday as well. I didn't notice either.
I was looking at something different than you. He points out some of the green. That's probably you. Maybe that one? Points at a different patch. Green is interesting. It's determination, it's willpower. Like I said, I wasn't trying to capture the moment, I was trying to capture the emotions. Also, what fucking kids?
Jinx is just gonna start coughing. Like, oh my god.
No, I'm serious. Which kids? He's looking
Kids.
at you, Jinx, with his beady red eyes wide.
Well,
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I
And you
was
should
just.
probably stop thinking about it.
Oh,
Don't worry. It's
You should just gotta
Nah, I'm just having a
pull a
little bit of
zipper
fun.
across her mouth and just sit there and kick her legs and just shut up.
I'm just having a little bit of fun with her.
You remind me of a dear friend of ours. It's quite interesting. You
Oh,
two
neat.
could be cousins.
Oh,
It's a little rat thing. Probably seen it around.
I don't know. I don't think I've met any talking rats. At least not recently.
He
For
likes
sure.
making things go boom. I heard you like making things go boom.
It's more of sometimes people ask me to do dumb stuff than it is necessarily an intended consequence. But well, and he points at one of the walls, and you notice a section of it is built from stone, and then the rest of it is built from wood. Well, that's what the lab is for. And if it's something that I know is going to go bad, then I got the section out back.
Were you by
What you
any
looking
chance? I was just wondering if you were. I asked fellow artist friends in the village about if they were commissioned in the library, and luckily they weren't, so they didn't lose any pieces. But did you lose any pieces in the fire?
for? He gestures at himself. For some reason, a lot of the gnomes don't like commissioning work from me. So I tend to make a fair bit of my living as kind of a boutique supplier. I don't know. Maybe it's the slippies. And he waggles one of his, and he reaches forward with his leg, and he waggles his foot back and forth.
Um, I want to do a thing, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
Go for it. What's the thing that
Um,
you want?
I want to try and go to him with the painting. Ask him in detail about the painting, distract him either with me, my body, or with the artwork,
Okay.
so that Jinx can do Jinx things.
Okay. Jinx, do you want to do Jinx things in this moment?
I absolutely do.
Okay. So Carmine, first things first, roll me a will save,
Okay.
and we'll go from there. All right. And second thing second, this is probably going to be a society.
Okay.
How are you distracting him?
Um, Different ways. I could be. I'll pull out some of my potions, potions, bottles of paint that I have.
Okay.
Um, Talk to him about
You're
the.
talking shop.
Yes, but I am also bent over with possibly my dollar bills, money, boobies in his point of view. Whether or not he's interested
Okay.
in that is up to the roll.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Use what the good
roll.
Lord gave you.
Roll me a society. Because you're talking shop and he's pretty interested in that, that's going to be a +2, so we're looking at a 23 total. Uh, he gets really enthusiastic the moment that you pull out paints. Uh, Hops off of his little stool, comes over to the table. I made this thing myself. So do you have a
This is
particular
such bullshit.
preference when it comes to oil-based versus water-based?
Sorry, it's like Leffen's twin. I can't get over this. Um, I haven't personally used oil paint.
Oh, neat.
Uh, It'd be interesting to use.
Uh,
I heard that y'all use turpentine around here.
Mostly, yeah. I've got the distillery set up in the back. Um,
Oh,
yeah. So, you wind up so what? How you make it is you take pine resin and you have to run steam through the resin itself, and then you'll distill it over time, and it takes sometimes days to get a good batch going. Jinx, roll me a stealth. All right, Jinx, you have successfully slipped out. As he is walking Carmen through the process of making turpentine. I will tell you now, none of the doors are locked. So in here, there's a really lush carpet here in the foyer, and I'm guessing that you're mostly interested in the lab.
Yeah. Is there anything in particular that jumps out to me, or is there anything that's shiny?
Off to your, there's a lot of shiny stuff in here. Off to your left is what looks like a giant still. That is currently bubbling away water for some reason. Further to your left, more in the corner, is the seems to be a for like seems to be like there's like bits of rock on the table. There's various gems that you can look at and identify as this is shiny, but that is not necessarily valuable. Things like mica, where like it's shiny, it's pretty, it's not worth money. Um, in the far corner is a pair of desks that are absolutely covered in sketch and notebooks, as well as a goblin-sized chair. Um, and then over here is um, like there's various natural materials that he seems to be using to try to make pigment of various sorts. It's It kind of reminds you of like Lefman's workshops, but it's all based around colors and
Is
trying to
there
extract them from natural materials and trying to use them.
is there turpentine or any of the items that we're particularly looking for?
Uh, do you know what turpentine looks like?
That's a very good question.
How much experience does Jinx have with paint thinners?
I would say none at all.
Then let's just go for straight intelligence, because it's not like you're like rifling through things looking for stuff. It's like you're trying to identify something specific.
Maybe I've huffed it. Yeah, that's possible, but I probably didn't know what it was.
Mhm. You have no clue what any of this stuff is, but you get the feeling that Lefman would be in heaven here.
Okay, so I'm
You
going
want
to
to
move
poke
over
your head out back,
here.
or
I
do you
want to
want
go
to
over
go
here
like?
first and see if there's anything written down
Okay.
um, that could be incriminating or anything along that lines, or if it's just sketches and stuff. If it's just
Uh,
sketches,
the sketches are the stuff that you could figure out what it is. Does Jinx speak Goblin?
no.
Then that's what all of the notes are written in. So they look like chicken scratch.
Okay, so it's a
Um,
bunch of gobbledygook. Got it.
a bunch of gobbledygook. The sketches you're going through, they're all that like weird. Um, nonsensical, non-realistic style as the piece that he was showing off earlier.
So impressionistic Salvador Dali? Got it. Okay.
It's Salvador Dali meets Picasso.
Fair enough. And I'm gonna stick my head out here and is there anything to see?
A bunch of the rocks have scorch marks, and there is not any grass. Like from the lab to like there's a small cliff back here. It's only like 15 feet high. But like the rocks have scorch marks on them. And there's no grass growing, but that's kind of it.
Okay. I will slip back in with Carmine.
All right. I'm just gonna say that you go through here.
Okay.
This is his living apartment. He's got his cover, and behind the cover is a bed, and then on this side of it, he's got like a very small kitchen when he remembers and can't afford to eat because artists.
Right.
And through the door, you hear him and Carmine talking through how with water paints you need to be really particular about keeping them wet. Oil paints you can let dry out, but you're still going to need to mix them because trying to use them straight, it's just going to be too viscous. You're not going to be able to actually get it to stick to a canvas. Um, and you come through and he's got like from somewhere he's pulled out like tubes upon tubes of various bright colors, and Carmine has her collection of also various bright colors. And now that your friend is done smoking around, um, you guys want to
Busted.
go to the lab and see some stuff?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
fantastic. Follow me. Uh, excuse me, miss. You never actually introduced yourself.
Me?
Either of you, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah,
My name's Jinx.
nice to meet you, Jinx.
Hi.
I don't have a whole lot to hide. You may have noticed. But yeah, come on through. Don't mind the mess in the apartment back here. This place is immaculate, mostly because there's just not enough stuff to here to be cluttered. And welcome to the lab. Mind yourself, off here to the right, we have a fire going, so don't touch it. And yeah, this is where the magic happens. This is where I make the paints. And for that matter, because you guys seem to have this weird thing about turpentine that I'm not completely sure about. This, and he points at the still off to his right. This is where it gets made. So, like I said, you take the big chunk of resin, you have that going, where you're distilling steam through it, and that gets carried up and gets carried over, and as it cools down, here he points to the beaker. We've got the turpentine, and then here points a little bit further down. We've got more water, and yeah, this is uh, this is the lab.
Neat. How do you know how to do that? She's looking at the
Uh,
beakers and like the stuff going between the beakers and just has huge eyes, like trying to figure it out.
a lot of it is practice. Some of it is because when I was a younger man, the folks tried to get me into doing this sorts of stuff for other reasons. I have a bit of background in alchemy, um, but then I decided that I had more fun making pretty colors for people and for myself. And I like showing people the world that I see that sometimes they don't.
Neat.
Mm.
Do you get commissioned often to make things for people?
Honestly, a lot of my business around here is based more in producing for other people. So like over here, he puts his hand on this desk. Over here, we've got the mineral setup. This is where I work with various colored rocks and metals and try to extract the colors out of them. Um, then over here, he walks around Jinx. Over here, we have the natural. We have the organic matter setup where I'm trying to extract colors from things like uh, flowers. I'm trying to extract it from various grasses. I'm trying to extract stuff from like plants. I haven't quite figured out how to do it from animals yet without just well, let's just move on from that. Especially because I can get a better red out of iron ores than I can out of animals. Um, I tried it once; it didn't go well. Um, it is weird. There was he pops over here and he grabs one of these notebooks and he starts paging through it. Yeah, it was Flipnest Glenkek a couple of weeks ago. He's a potter, so normally I don't do a whole lot of business with them. But he told me that he wanted to try his hand at oil painting. So he came in a couple of weeks ago and he picked himself up some paint thinners and some paints. Not sure what's up with that.
Who?
Lipnest Glenkek.
Okay.
Like I said, mostly a potter. He actually did some of the pots over in my showroom, but
Oh.
came in. He's normally pretty cagey. He keeps to himself.
That is not what I wrote.
Yeah, you should see what mine was
I
so
just put
far
the
off.
Potter.
Uh huh.
Oh, well, oil thinner. Um,
Yeah, it's
okay.
weird.
Well,
Rather, it's a little weird. Like I said, he said that he was interested in trying his hand at painting. Um, but like when you're making a pottery glaze, what you're actually doing is you're making a really thin layer of glass over the piece, and well, I can't quite get something going hot enough to really make myself a kiln. But maybe I could work with him about that.
um, what do you have for sale?
He steps a little bit forward and he holds his hands out wide. What do you have in mind?
Well, I feel it's rude to have you welcome us into your home and into your shop and not buy something on the way out.
I knew you were rude from the moment you walked in.
Oh,
Jinx
Nah,
looks
nah, I
guilty.
appreciate it. So let's just say that I have a bit of a reputation for knowing what people are gonna want before they know that they do. So if you're serious about trying out oils, like I said, you're gonna need thinner. Turpentine works pretty well, but because it'll evaporate out real quick. Um, but Kami, do you work on canvases very much, or are you
Yes, that
mostly
is.
interested in sketching?
I typically work on canvases. I'm usually on the road, but I like my canvases.
Uh, it it may be wisest to wait until you can get yourself set up in a dedicated location before you start really working with oils. Sometimes they get temperamental. And with the
Okay.
water based, all you do is you shake it up a little bit. Maybe you need to add a little more water and you're good. Oils, well, like I said, sometimes they get temperamental. And worst comes to it, it's oil, it's flammable.
Right. Um. Okay. I'll buy a little, at least a little jar of turpentine.
Not sure what you need it for, but are you thinking about like, are we talking like baseball sized amount or are we talking like softball sized amount?
Baseballs, the smaller one.
All right then. Well, he pulls a flask out from over here by the still. If you're looking for about this much, 5 silver.
Okay. Ah, I can't find my mouth. Uh, silver pence. I'll hand over the silver.
All right. He holds out his hand for the silver. You drop the coins in. He hands you. You are now the proud owner of a flask of turpentine.
Uh,
Lefman will tell you that this is one of the ingredients that he needs to make fire bombs.
I figured.
Um, but it's also used as paint thinner.
Okay. Um. Well, thank you for your time,
Hmm.
and I know it. I'm sure it doesn't really affect you, but keep doing you.
Hey, for what it's worth, as he leads the two of you to the door. I hope you find the guy who lit that fire.
Hopefully.
The door
Oh,
shuts.
oh. I was gonna say something. I was gonna squeeze something in.
He opens the door again.
By the way, you mentioned the red earlier. Sometimes it isn't animals that gives you the pigment you need for that karma. And she's gonna
I'm
wink and
sorry.
walk away.
I'm sorry. What?
Sometimes it isn't um you're not choosing the right animal or the right being for the correct amount of carmine that you need. She's gonna wink and walk away.
Roll me a will save. As you walk away, you hear a little voice in the back of your head. That's pretty funny. Jinx, you hear nothing.
Cluck.
Yeah, I'm pretty much focused on getting the hell out of there. He kind of scared me.
He's had psionic powers the whole time.
I should have asked him if he's been to SawCon. That really should have been my last sentence. If he's been to SawCon. Darn.
This character came to me in a vision while I was driving yesterday, and I was like, is it too much of an adjustment to go from, last week to just an entire character who's just a walking series of D's nuts jokes?
Not bad.
Leftman Chef, you guys are doing your best goon impersonation down at the art store, supply store.
First question.
Yeah?
Do I fit?
All evens or odds?
Evens.
It's tight, but yes.
Okay.
You push the door open, there's a little bell rings. It takes some finesse, but you manage to fit yourself in, and you're hunched forward. Is Leftman going in front or behind you?
I'm gonna go behind him.
All right. The aisles are tight and low and very, very obviously gnome-sized. Leftman, you are surrounded by sketchbooks. There's charcoal pencils. There's a wide variety of paints and brushes. There's a series of canvases. And there's a sign in the back that says custom frames available for order. You guys walk up to the counter where you are greeted by a gnomish lady. Hello, how can I help you? Name's Cappy Winklum.
Chef's gonna look at Leftman. Like,
She is seated on a three-legged stool. She's looking up at Chef and she is blinking. Then you turn around. She's like, oh, I'm confused. And then the rat comes out and she's like, there's a rat in my store. Um, uh, hello? I'm Cappy Winklum. How can I help the two of you? You don't seem to be the usual clientele, but that just means that you're that just means that you're a new customer. So how can I help you? Um, he
Leftman's
looks
gonna
up
take a
to
look
Chef.
at Leftman's gonna take a look at Chef and say, Chef, what are we here for?
my associate here has some questions for you about certain materials.
Oh, what 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 kinds of materials?
Leftman is going to take a piece of paper out, unfold it, and hand it to what's her name again?
Cappy Winklum.
To Cappy, and say these kinds.
Serpentine. Yes, that's normally used as paint thinner. I Kerosene. Why do you need lantern fuel? Why are you coming to an art supply store for lantern fuel? Ethanol Isn't that found in grains? And
Well,
methylbenzene. What on earth is methylbenzene?
I clearly need it for my art.
Methylbenzene? I'm. Why do you want so many flammable things for your art?
My art happens to be flammable.
Um,
It's like a
Listen, roll me
artistic
an
statement
intimidation check.
of things
With
being
+2.
fleeting. Intimidation +2.
Intimidation +2.
How do I do +2 on that?
You roll intimidation, and then we take your number and add 2.
Okay, cool. I was trying to be
It
artsy
seems
fartsy.
like there's easier ways to communicate about the ephemeralness of the living experience. Um, and like you're trying to make a point about how nothing lasts forever. I feel like there's easier ways to do that than lighting things on fire. We have some turpentine, but unfortunately, we don't have anything else. Especially not after Glenkeck came through a few weeks ago and bought out the entire stock. But we'll do our best. She comes out. She scurries quickly off into the back and comes back out with a small rolling cart and like it's a small barrel, but it's a barrel nonetheless, and on the side it's painted in turpentine. This is what we have available. And the entire thing is going to be going to be 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
5 gold pieces for
Leftman's gonna take a pouch of coins out and plink onto the counter 5 gold. But he's gonna do it slowly, counting carefully.
and then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in gold, and you hand that to her, and she picks up the barrel. She hands it to you. Be careful with that. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but it is volatile to say the least.
Be a shame if I dropped it.
It really, really would. It would definitely be. It's kind of a pain in the butt to to clean up. Will that be all?
You don't happen to have the other things on the list, did you?
Absolutely not. I still don't know what all of it even is.
Well, that's all right.
Good luck finding the rest of it.
Thanks.
Take care.
As go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go.
Nope, you're good. Go.
No, go ahead. I insist.
As they are walking out, Chef is gonna turn around and look at God, what's her name? Cappy. How dare you question an artist's means of expression, ma'am?
It seems like there's less destructive ways of making his point, and as you are turning and walking out the door, you hear her like holler behind her, Pavos, I almost just died! They were terrifying! So, Leftman, you are now the proud owner of about 2 gallons of turpentine.
Dick.
You could use it to make a shitload of alchemist's fire, but that's mostly, that's most of the things that you can think of off the top of your head. And you guys have a name to work with.
Reckon we should go to the alchemist shop.
That might be the best idea.
Chef, call evens or odds.
Let's go odds this time.
You guys walk over to the alchemist shop. It's this one in the corner. Chef, the roof comes to the middle of your chest, and the door is 3 feet high. Leftman, you're going to be going into this one alone.
What is the roof made out of?
So the walls are constructed out of brick, and the roof seems to have been done up in like slabs of stone.
Like, could I knock on the roof, like knocking on a door before Leftman walks in?
Yeah, probably.
Let's do that for fun.
Tonk, tonk, tonk. It feels like you're knocking on a stone, and Leftman, then you go in the door.
Anyone home?
Hello, welcome to Goomtar Alchemist Supplies. How can I help you? You're
I'm
greeted
looking
by a
for
very
a.
bored-looking teenage gnome.
Leftman's gonna take that same piece of paper out and he's gonna hand it to the gnome. I'm looking for something like this. You happen to have any of these?
Let me check in the back. He walks into the back and you hear him shout, "Hey Kimmy, I got somebody looking for turpentine, kerosene, ethanol, and me, Viol, Benzeni."
Close enough.
Um Did he hand you a list? Yeah, he handed me a list. Give me the list. Okay, here's the list. This guy sounds like he's gonna burn something down. To tell him to fuck off, but nicely. Okay. The teenager comes back out, sits on the desk behind you. Sorry, we don't have any of it, so fuck off, but nicely.
Can Chef hear this?
Roll me a perception check, chef.
No, he cannot.
Turns out that brick and stone are remarkably good at stopping sound.
Shame.
Leftman, roll me society. you get the vibe that it's less about them not having the stuff, and for once, it's not about you being a rat man. It really is that you just walked in and asked them if you have a bunch of things that can light things on fire. Uh, when the city had an arson yesterday. Um,
I'm gonna
do with
ask
that
him.
information as you will.
I'm gonna ask him again. Hey, so I know, given the recent events that have occurred, this seems kind of suspicious to ask for. Look, man, I'm an artist. I'm trying to do my art. I'm just need to get this stuff so I can continue.
Oh, well, if you're trying to get your hands on a bunch of turpentine, have you tried the Winklums across the way? They're the
Leftman's
art people.
going to take a pencil or whatever writing instrument he has and cross out the turpentine. He said, I already got it. I just forgot to cross it out.
Oh, um,
Winklums told me to come to you guys.
oh, uh,
Yeah.
do you want to talk to the boss?
It's probably for the best.
Let me go get the boss then. Hey, boss, teenager goes into the back again. Hey, boss, the guy says that he wants to talk to you directly about something. What the fuck is going on? Does this dude want to light another fire or some shit? Ugh. And out comes a relatively lightly built gnome with a long beard, uh, short hair. So, huh? I haven't seen one of you guys for a long time. How you? What's Haven't seen Yosoki around here for a lot of years. How can I help you?
I'm looking for these items. I know, looks a little suspicious given what's just happened recently, but look, man, all I'm trying to do is be able to continue working on my art. I need these items.
You're looking for kerosene, ethanol, and methylbenzene? What the hell is your art? Alchemist's fire?
Uh, well, that's more of the profession. The hobby's the art. The
Uh-huh.
hobby is building art either with wood, either with paints. We have a traveling painter with us in our group, and we'll
Oh,
generally
neat.
put up a display of burning shit to be able to continuously show the fleeting nature of everything that we as individuals built.
Have you considered picking up ice sculpting?
No, but I wouldn't be against it.
Uh-huh. Uh, do you have a name, Mr. Yosoki?
Do I have a name? Yeah,
Yeah,
they
what's your
call
name?
me Leftman
All right, Leftman,
or
I'm gonna
Ratman
do you a
for short.
favor. I'm gonna do you a favor.
Uh huh.
Maybe, just maybe, going around and talking about how much you like burning stuff isn't the best idea in a city that just had an arson. All right?
Look,
Thank you
I already
very much
worked with the
for your
fire
time.
department.
Oh, neat. You mean the people who sat around with their thumb up their ass and watched the library burn down yesterday?
Yeah,
Cool.
I already
Have
kind of gave him a
yourself
piece of my
a
mind.
great day. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
Bye bye. I'm gonna go out of the building and go talk to Chef in a more hushed tone and say, Chef, I believe
Hmm.
this building is either A, suspicious, or B, also needs a burning.
Chef's gonna knock on the roof again.
Leftman, roll me a stealth check. Okay, good. They didn't hear you.
The chef's gonna knock on the roof again.
Clunk, clunk. If this is about the rat guy, we're not going to let him burn more stuff down.
Could you step outside, please?
Give me a moment. You hear them rummaging around for some things. And the proper alchemist, the apparently named Gumtar, comes out with what is best described as some kind of alchemical crossbow, pointing at pointing. He starts with it pointing at Leftman, and then he comes out and he sees the size of Chef, and he points it at Chef. So, how can I help you?
How tall is he?
He is about 3 feet tall.
So, chef's gonna take a knee.
All right.
Get like closest to eye level.
So you're sitting down with your legs crossed. Gotcha.
Well, I was thinking the more like football player taking a knee, elbow on
When you
the
take a knee,
vertical knee.
you're still 1.5 feet taller than he is. When you're sitting down, you've only got him by 6 inches.
And he's gonna say, "Hey there, feller. My name's Chef. What's your name?"
Goomta.
Hey, Gumtar. So, we have been working with the arson unit, I guess you would call it, on the investigation as to the elements used. They asked us to not make too much noise about it. We are not
Your friend has
necessarily...
spectacularly failed about that.
Yeah, he is not necessarily the best with the public-facing image. We are more interested in seeing if you have sold any of these in the past few days. Especially to a gentleman named Glenn Keck.
What the fuck do you guys want with the pot of Glencack?
We heard he purchased a large amount of turpentine from the art supply store.
That doesn't make sense. He's a potter, not a painter.
Yeah, that seemed a little fishy. And we lost a friend in that fire, someone very, very close to us. And there's gonna be a reckoning. So, we are trying to covertly gather information so that we might find this fuckhead and bring him to justice.
Or
set him
I
on
don't
fire,
remember any
you
orders. I don't remember any orders out of the ordinary, but he points over your shoulder. You go through that hole. You go through that tunnel there, and then the next cavern over, Glenkeck has his house, and the workshop is built into that. You guys find evidence it was him? Good on you.
I appreciate your time, sir. Thank you. And gonna snatch up Leftman and... Hey, maybe we should head back to the end and see what information that the ladies have been able to gather.
Right, maybe you're right.
Let us do that then. You have yourself a nice day, sir.
Take care. Every day I don't need to shoot somebody is a pretty good day.
Any day that is AK free is good.
Not sure what you mean by that, but yeah, sure, let's go with it. Are you guys gonna make your way back to the inn?
See.
Yeah.
Alright. Ladies, are you guys going to make your way to the inn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I keep spreading my rumor
Oh yeah, for
at the
sure, for sure.
Sims? Thanks.
Yeah. Uh, the four of you all get it into your heads to come back into the inn. It is. They have started serving dinner, but it's still pretty early for it. Like maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. Who would like to go first?
So, were you all able to glean any information?
Yes. And Carmine's gonna pull out the flask of turpentine, and she is going to give it to Leffman. We found the local turpentine distiller. Pretty sure he fucks with your mind, but has good intentions. Sounds like he just minds his business, kind of makes things. He did let us know that he had a weird order from a potter. So I kind of want to go check out that potter.
Was his name by chance Glenn Keck?
No, his name was Clipness. Sounds like we might have a group of scheming potters on our hands.
When we were at the alchemist shop, we were pointed in the direction of a potter who had also purchased a large amount of turpentine from the art supply shop.
Hmm.
We should probably go check that out.
Okay.
Some Clipness, Glenn Keck, or something like that. Dude had a weird name. I don't know.
Sounds like what is oh Glenkeck was his last name. I didn't realize. I didn't write it. My bad. Yeah, it sounds like we gotta go check that potter out.
You guys want to do that now, or do you want to eat first?
Now,
Okay. The four of you make your way down. Ask one of the locals, and you are pointed in the direction of Lipnest Glenkeck's place. You do not need to roll this time. This house is noticeably scaled up compared to everyone else's. You get the feeling that maybe this was originally built by not a gnome, and Glenkeck is not the original owner. And yeah, you guys are facing a door. There's a knocker on it.
Before we knock on the door, Chef is gonna look at Carmine, then look at the other two. Leftman, Miss Jinx.
Yeah.
Why don't you all make yourselves investigatory stealthily as possible? See what you can see around the house. And Miss Carmine and myself will have a conversation with the gentleman.
On a bus.
Does that seem amenable to everyone?
I suppose I could try to be a little bit more incognito.
You also know the things to look for, whereas, let us be honest, I'm a fucking moron when it comes to that stuff.
That was kind of my thought. I was just gonna stick with Leftman because I didn't know what the hell I was looking at last time, so
Well, hopefully this time I don't get pushed out the door to say.
Why don't you all take a look around out here first? Maybe like you were shopping for a new place to live in one of the adjacent houses or something of that nature.
Jinx walks over to Leftman, sticks an arm through his arm, goes, "Newlyweds."
You better pay me if you expect me to continue with that one.
Jinx, roll me a quick society check.
That's actually better than I
Uh,
was expecting.
you overhear a gnome behind you saying something along the lines of, "Takes all sorts, I guess." As you and Leftman start to orbit the house.
The chef is going to walk up to the front door and knock.
All right.
Miss
You walk up to
Carmine,
the door.
Um, I'll knock on the door.
Okay. And you wait. And you wait. And you wait. And you wait some more. And the door opens up. To reveal a very small gnome in a very large hat. Hello.
Good evening, sir. My associate and I are interested in procuring some pottery. We were told that you are the gentleman to speak with.
Yeah. What do you have? Come in. Come in. Have yourselves a seat. Leads you over to a circle of chairs that he takes a moment and climbs up into.
Big
You
enough
interested in
for chef.
commissioning? Yeah. Yeah, you this house is built more to your proportions. The ceilings are about 8 feet high. The doors are all like three, maybe 4 feet wide. Like, you don't need to worry about walking into rafters here. So, are you interested more in commissioning a piece, or do you have the piece, or are you interested in buying off the rack, as it were?
Well, Miss Carmine, what do you think? Are you interested in commission, or would you like to see what this gentleman has to offer?
Um, why not both? I'm a not fairly local artist, but I am an artist myself, and I do like to see others work. So, if we can, I'd like to see most of your inventory.
Well, two of you don't seem like you're looking for jumps down. It would seem like you're looking for the burial goods, but let's start over there, why don't we? And he walks over to one of the other doors and he opens it up. Now, in here, feel free to follow me, by the way. So, in here,
As we're following, I'm gonna take a look around, see if I see anything weird.
okay.
Perception.
Other than me forgetting to set Carmi to increase light like I did everyone else. Um, Chef, go ahead and roll me a perception check. All right, on a 22. Other than the gnome seeming disproportionately small through all of this, um, you don't, you're not picking up on like inherently suspicious vibes. So over here, as you can see, we have a variety of sarcophagi. Um, as I previously mentioned, the two of you don't seem like you're looking for cemetery services, but in their region it is traditional to bury persons in some variety of container. What exactly did you say that you were looking for?
More looking for art. One where
What kind of art are you interested in?
I
Are you looking
can't.
for Are you looking for sculptures? Are you looking for urns? Are you looking for some variety of are you looking for urns? Are you looking for sculptures? Are you looking for tablewares? Um,
I can't
are
rightly.
you looking for a large game chest? Because these are very capable of being repurposed as exactly that.
So true. I can't say. I will know when the piece speaks to me. Any town that we visit, I always like to see what the local artists have to offer.
Ah, excellent, excellent. Well, in that case, come with me back out to the foyer, and your wife is more than welcome to join as usual. And he leads your way over to another door. Come in, come in. He opens up a door. In here there is a field of pots and urns in various sizes. Several of them are large enough to hold bodies. Um, but mostly they're just like Greek amphora. And as he starts going through the processes of working with items of this size, we're going to skip on over to the couple on the outside. Lefman, Jinx, Carmine, and Chef are distracting the Potter. What are you guys going to be getting up to?
Can we see any exterior doors or windows?
Not from here.
What do you
But
think, Ratman?
as
Which direction should we go?
Mm, I'm not too sure right now. Is there anything that I can see that she can't see?
so way back here, there's a gap between the house and the cavern wall.
Way back where? Oh, I think I
Way in the
see it.
back.
Over here.
Mm.
Mm, why don't we start over there? And he's gonna point out a small opening to her. Maybe we can see something while we're back there.
Okay.
And lo and behold, in this back section, you guys spy a door.
Awesome. Is it locked?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
Okay. Let me pull up your character sheet while I figure out what that's going to be. Uh, that's going to be thievery. You can have your character sheet back now. 19. It's unlocked, and you open it up. I could have sworn that I set everybody's token to emit light, and apparently I fucking did. This is
These
ridiculous.
things do happen.
Jinx doesn't need to pull a key out of the jacket. Jinx pulls a set of thieves tools out of the jacket.
But I also love to pick locks and I like puzzles, so I
Mhm.
would have tried it anyway.
All right, time to go in. Let's see what we got
All right.
here. Lefman's gonna be
Uh,
rubbing his paws together as he goes in.
there's another locked door for starters.
Yeah. What is it with people unlocking their doors?
It's almost like he has private areas of his house. Who'd have thunk? All right.
Now I'm gonna try and pull out a key.
You so you managed to unlock it, and you open the door up. Um, Jinx, roll me a perception check. Okay.
Damn, they're multiplying like bunnies. Are they locked?
Both of these doors are locked.
Hey, Ratman, left or right?
Right.
This luck is visibly better than the two so far. So it's going to be a higher DC.
All right.
19. You're jiggling with it. You think you have it for a moment, and the lock falls into a false set, and you're going to have to start again.
Even with my adroit manipulation? If you roll
How does that
success,
work?
if you roll a success on a thievery check to pick a lock, you get a critical success instead.
Yes.
Okay, so I just didn't hit the basic I needed in order to succeed.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this again. Well, that
13.
didn't work.
Mhm.
Can I try and pull out a key from one of my pockets?
Unfortunately, no.
Bummer. Hey, Rat
Mhm.
Man,
Yeah.
you any good at this?
Uh, what do I check for that?
Thievery.
I am trained. I don't know, but I can try it anyways.
You can use the 8 action.
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to roll me a thievery, and if you can beat a 15, then Jinx is going to get +2.
Okay. Oh,
Standard failure. Jinx, you're making your roll at base. Roll me a thievery. 28. You unlock the door. Huffman, you're here helping. You push the door open, and you are immediately hit with the smell of a slaughterhouse. This is some kind of this atelier is some kind of disgusting dissection room.
wow. Well,
And there is
someone's
a
got skeletons in
body
their closet.
strapped to a table that seems to have been completely exsanguinated. And we're going to skip back over to Chef and Carmine. Yes. This is a long-standing Paloma shot form, and I am proud to continue it. I'm terribly sorry. What did you say that you and your wife were looking for?
I don't know yet, but I'll know it when I see it.
Jeff, roll me a deception. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect that you're just trying to waste my time. The door's shut. And you hear clunk, 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 clunk. As all of the doors in this section of the house lock themselves tight. Ladies and gentlemen, now why don't you tell me why you're really here?
All right, well, you got me, a little fucker. You see, there was a fire in the library the other day,
Huh?
and there has been tell of you buying shits that would have nothing to do with your business.
Hmm.
Care to explain?
No. And he turns around and he walks out through the wall. I
Well, that could have gone better.
Jeff, Carmine, both of you roll me a perception check. Jeff, you hear like a muffled voice coming from the north wall. And I want you to get rid of all of the intruders in the house.
Oh, we're fighting a golem. All right. Gonna check
You're
out.
definitely fighting something. Everybody roll me initiative.
Let me roll for Jason really quick. Hold on. Going on this roll. Oh, oh God. I don't know where his character sheet is. Hold on. What finding it. Initiative. There we go.
Oh, we are crushing it on this one, I tell you what.
All right. I need a will save from everybody.
Oh boy.
What we go do is will save. Please hold.
Odd.
Left man.
Rolling like fire.
Will. There you go.
Okay. Carmine, you pass everybody else's frightened 2 as you hear whispers in the back of your heads that sound distinctly like a man burning to death.
I already got whispers in the back of my head, y'all. That's why.
And as for you guys, that is going to be a step. That is action. A flaming goat with a titanic flaming axe walks through the wall, points at Chef, and a bolt of fire lances out of its finger, and Chef barely ducks in time. That's its 3 actions. Clipnest Glenkeck is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10. Jinx Leftman, you hear somebody fiddling with this door. Carmine, it is your turn. You have a goat monster of some variety.
Oh, there he is. My token was okay. Um, I feel like after seeing that thing walk through the wall, I feel like Sebastian would just duck his head under the water in the bucket. um, I will. Fortitude. Um, I will attempt to haunting him.
Okay. 2 actions. You're going to cast Haunting Him. In the area, 15-foot cone is going to be
Yeah,
those 7
those
spaces
3. Yeah.
there. Fortitude save. That
Oh,
is going to be a failure. Basic fortitude save means that it takes full damage.
1.
1d8, you rolled minimum damage, sorry.
It's okay. Okay. So roll low on fortitude. Cool. One action, one action, one action. I will then. Chef, you're at half health, aren't you? From the looks of it.
Thereabouts.
Significantly less than half. Well, a
Yeah.
little less than half. Pardon me.
Uh, that was 2 actions. Damn it, I can't reach Chef from here, can I? Like physically?
No.
No. Shit. I fucked it. I will. I mean, we'll see
You
what
can cast
happens.
it. You can
Hex.
cast
Yeah, I
one
was
of
gonna
your Hex
do.
cantrips.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Hex Buzzing Bites.
Okay. That is also going to be a fortitude save. 1d4 piercing. Okay. That is
Nice.
also going to fail.
Slash R 1d4.
So roll me 1d4.
I'm just testing the saves, all. I'm just saying if he's
That
good at
is
rolling them.
1 point of piercing damage. Uh, and when he is dealt piercing damage, uh,
Mhm.
this, the bugs come out and bite and sting him, and something seems to explode out of this creature and
Oh,
burns all of the bugs to a crisp.
okay, I figured. That's what I was also testing.
And that's going to
So
be
that
a
means
hit from this Carmine. So
that
that's
means
going to be
on the
turn.
next round it
Chef
won't
on deck.
sustain, right?
Yes, you can sustain the spell and throw more bugs at him. Uh,
But it won't roll the damage because he burned the bugs.
but no, he will still take damage.
Oh, okay.
But notice once the spell ends, the target becomes temporarily immune for 1 minute.
Yeah.
You will have to spend an action to sustain it.
Yeah.
Jinx,
Okay.
it is your turn, Chef. You are on deck.
All right, you said someone was fiddling with a lock. Is that the one
Someone
that's
is
the locked
fiddling
door?
with the door that is shut.
All right.
You're frightened?
You are also frightened too.
I have advantage against being frightened. Is there anything I need to roll on that?
Uh, can you link that in the chat? Because okay, so that's coming from Ancestry. Let me check halflings. Bu- 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 I okay, so that's a halfling feat. Because okay, feats, general feat. I don't know what that feat is referencing
Yeah, I got no idea either.
because advantage isn't the way that Pathfinder works that. And I'm scrolling through the archives looking for anything in your ancestry about being able to avoid being frightened, and I don't I don't see it. Okay. Hold up. I have a thought. Let
However, that
me
was just on Google, so I don't know what version of Pathfinder or I don't know.
I found it. It's from first edition. Okay. Okay. That was from first edition. Um, but even even with +2, you weren't going to make the save.
Yeah.
At the
Okay.
end of your turn, you will go from being frightened 2 to being frightened 1. But for now, you
Okay.
are frightened 2.
Even though I can't see who's behind the door, can I not move closer to the door since we can hear it jiggling?
If you want to move closer to the door, you can. That may or may not be a good life choice.
I
I'm
want to
sorry,
hide
one
behind
of
the
the
door.
dogs has decided that they have beef with everyone new that they meet. So she gets loud sometimes. All right, so you're going to stride to behind the door. Or are you going to like prep an action to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my blades and I'm prepping action to attack whoever comes to the door.
Stride, draw, prep. That's 3 actions.
Yep.
All right. Chef, it is your turn. There's a giant flaming goat who just walked through the walls.
Mechanical question.
Answer.
Can I still be feared while raging?
Rage. You gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus your Constitution modifier. Yes.
Okay. Rage.
Okay. Uh, the trigger is you roll initiative. You are not encumbered. You are not wearing heavy armor. You rage. Congratulations.
Cold.
All right. Temporary hit points equal to your level, which is 3 plus your con mod.
And I cannot move closer to it, correct?
You may. What frightened does is it has a value. You take a status penalty equal to the value to all your checks and DCs. So when you attack, you are attacking at -2. When you are defending, your armor class is lowered by 2. Your saves are lowered by 2.
Okay, so
Everything you do is just 10% worse.
rage first up, draw weapon.
Rage is a free action. Draw weapon is action 1.
Stride to in front of Miss Carmine.
Action 2.
And ready an attack if it comes at me.
Action 3. Left minute is your turn. With various scribblies on deck.
You said someone was wiggling the door.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to take an action to dash
Right?
and try. Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay.
to the other side of the wall and an action to what is it? An action to take a bomb out and load it into the gauntlet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's an action to ready an attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use two actions. One to take a alchemist firebomb out and load it into the gauntlet.
Okay.
Then that is my only action.
All right. And
Actions.
what is the condition for the two of you in this room to use the attacks that you have readied?
Something comes through.
Okay, something comes through the door. Jinx, are you also using something comes through the door?
Yes.
Great. On to Big Bad Gribbly guy. Uh 5, 10. Chef, that's going to be a that is your trigger. So you are going to use your reaction to attack.
Oh, come on, fate, help me out here.
At -1 because your turn ended. 22 is going to hit. All right, so it's doing 2 instances of damage, which means that it's going to take 1 point of cold damage, and then it's going to take some amount of slashing damage.
So it's
Chef, roll me a reflex save at -1. Okay, basic save. Its boiling ectoplasm does not affect you. Its stride continues to here. I mean, you're still frightened, so your armor class is 16. It's going to swing with the.
I thought Carmen was the only one who succeeded.
Yeah, I succeeded.
No, you're right. Carmi did succeed. So her armor class is 17. Chef is frightened 1, so his armor class is also 17. Yeah, it's still swinging at Carmi. That's going to fail, and it's going to try again, and that is also going to fail. That's some horse manure, frankly. Up to the next one. One action to unlock the door. Then he comes through. Door is open. You guys are faced with a short gnome. Jinx, Leftman, both of you are going to use your reactions to take your ready strikes. Go for it. Leftman, roll me damage for the bomb. 1d4 fire damage. All right, so Leftman does 8 points of I'm sorry, 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Jigs does uh 2 points of piercing damage. This gnome has gone from having a bad day to having quite possibly the worst day of his life. He is bloodied, he is bruised, he is surrounded by the two of you, and worst of all, you guys know that he does horrible things to does various terrible things to people who probably don't deserve it. That's going to be 5, 10, 15, 25. He's going to run through. He's going to leave that door open, so just so that you guys can see him. Carmine, the flaming goat is looking a lot less scary all of a sudden.
Okay. I am going to touch Chef and cast
All right.
Endure at first level.
Okay.
That won't add to my hit points, will it?
You grant the touched creature 5 temporary hit points. If I'm remembering right.
Oh, does it not stack? Like
You can
that?
have temporary hit points from only one source at a time.
Oh,
He has
I never.
temporary hit points from raging.
Oh.
But by her doing that, doesn't that put me as not afraid anymore, essentially? Heighten +1 increase.
Nope. Nothing about that says anything about counteracting fear.
Well, I was saying I have the -1, correct? And she would be giving me +1.
No, you have the -1 to everything, and heightening a spell means
Okay.
That's
casting
for
it
me casting
That's for
higher.
using
me.
a higher
Okay.
spell slot.
Okay.
Oh,
So I am going to give you a mulligan on that action because
okay.
he
Because I
has
didn't.
more temporary hit points from raging.
Okay. Um, no worries. To touch it. Oh, wait. Do I, because it's the start of the round for me, do I re-damage with buzzing bites?
You have to use your action. You have to use one action to concentrate.
Oh. Um, Like one action to concentrate and another action to cast it, or?
Just one action to concentrate.
Okay, I'll use that action to concentrate.
Okay, roll me 1d4. And he's going to roll a fortitude save. 13. 13 fails. He's going to take damage. And 1 point of piercing damage. Roll me a reflex save.
Uh,
26. Okay, you're going to take half damage. You take 3 points of fire damage. As boiling
um,
ectoplasm wipes out another wave of bugs and also strikes you.
I will cast a reaction of Eat Fire.
You get resistance to fire damage 5. That's going to reduce you to 0. That's going to reduce the damage you take to 0. And yeah, you have belch smoke now.
Okay. And then I have one more action, right?
That's one action. No, this is
Yes.
your one action deep. I give you a mulligan on endure.
Oh, so I have 2 more actions. Okay.
Yeah.
How does this spell work? Hold on, sorry. Okay, I don't know if this is a verbal cast. Shit.
What
Let
is
me
it?
Google something. Enfeeble?
Traits just say concentrate and manipulate.
Okay. Then I will
Doesn't
use.
mention anything about verbal components.
Okay, then I will attempt to enfeeble it.
Okay, this is a concentrate spell, which means that you're going to
Yes.
drop buzzing
Buzzing
bites.
bites. Yeah.
Because I think you can only concentrate on one spell at a time.
Yes.
Uh, bu- 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 bu-
Does that goat thing have abs? Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I'm not zoomed in, that's why.
Yeah, the goat thing is jacked. Uh, Actually, I don't think that there's anything stopping you from concentrating on 2 spells at once.
Oh, okay, well, here I am.
We take those. In the meantime, fortitude save. That's going to be a success. It is enfeebled
Assess.
1,
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
which means that it is going to take a status penalty equal to the condition to strength-based rolls and DCs until the start of your next turn. Jinx, it is your turn.
All right, so I can see into this room, this area that is highlighted, where I can see where he's gone through the door.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go to follow him.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you got him.
And I am going to dagger attack.
Okay. 27's definitely going to hit. You stab this gnome in the back. You
And we're gonna use.
He's already gone.
Okay, perfect.
And you have one more action.
I'll go here.
Okay. Chef, it is your turn. You are still frightened.
You are correct, sir. I'm going to stride to here.
All right, you are flanking.
I am going to take a whack at this asshat.
Okay. 20, effectively 24 is going to hit. How the hell? So once again, you're doing 2 instances of damage. The cold does not seem to affect it
Worth a shot.
at all. It is going to do that. Roll me a reflex save at -1. Fantastic. You're going to take 4 points of fire damage. Leftman, it is your turn.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, I apologize. So yeah, that's 2 actions. You get a third.
I'm gonna do something really stupid.
I love it.
I'm gonna grapple it.
Okay. Initiating a grapple is an action that has the attack trait. So roll me athletics -5. -1 because you're frightened. 10. That is going to be opposed by his fortitude save. What is your okay? Uh,
Should I have rolled that athletics too?
yes.
Would you like me to reroll?
Uh, if you re-roll, he's going to re-roll.
I think that is fair.
All right. So yeah, athletics 2. What the actual? That is some bull shit. You have grabbed it.
I'm done.
You have successfully grabbed the ghost.
And
Leftman, it is your turn.
I'm no longer frightened, correct?
You are no longer frightened.
We good now? My turn.
Mhm.
All right. Going through a doorway is 5 feet of movement, right?
Not when the doorway is open.
Actually, wait, that's true. Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm taking my action to move through. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20.
20. There is
Uh,
a dead gnome in the middle of the room.
I'm gonna step on the corpse
Okay.
right behind Jinx.
Mhm.
That's an action. In order for us to get through this door, do I have to take an action for thievery, or can I maybe just blow the door up?
If you want to try to blow the door, if you want to try to punch the door to blow it up, that's an option.
Let's try
5,
that
10,
for
15,
comedic sense.
25. You'll need to take a second action to stride closer.
Oh, okay. So in that case, I need to roll the attack at 3 instead of
No.
no.
That is how many attacks you have taken this turn. This is your first attack, so just roll me a standard alchemical gauntlet strike.
Cool. Is that 10 gonna hit?
The
Or do you
10
want
is
me to
going to
reroll?
hit. It's a door.
Okay. Okay.
You punch it. The door was unlocked. It opens up.
Fuck! That's my last action.
Mhm.
Leftman's just gonna look at Jinx and say, well, figured
You
it'd be
tried.
locked considering everything else.
All All right.
Jinx just shrugged. She's like, yeah.
Okay. Chef, I got news for you. It's a ghost. You can't actually grab it. Like trying to grab hold of smoke with your bare hands. It's going to walk through the wall.
Live and learn.
Pay no attention to that. One, two, three, 5. For that. 2, 3. That's going to be its. No, it has a third action because it's fast as fuck, boy. 5, 10, 15. Be about there. All right, Carmine, it's your turn. At the
I'm gonna
start of
use
your
an
turn, the
yeah.
enfeeble wears off,
Okay.
unless you really. Yeah, it doesn't mention anything about you being able to reapply the effect by concentrating.
And my buzzing bites goes away too, right?
Do you need to see him in order to buzzing bites him?
Let's find out. And you invoke buzzing bites. So you probably deal the damage for turns. Have the creature only attempts force season once. First cast spell and spell it. It doesn't say anything about it.
It doesn't say anything about it. It's still within 30 feet of you. You can use your action to concentrate.
I'll use an action to concentrate on it then.
All right.
Hey, not a one.
Yay!
It's not a 1.
And then
Good
I'll use
job.
my I'll use my second action to belch smoke.
Okay. Where are you
Um,
belching smoke?
towards the door we came in from.
Okay, so how that works is
It's 20
a
feet, so I don't know if you want to draw that.
5-foot burst with is up. I'm trying. 5-foot burst within 20 feet.
Yeah.
So
Not like really matters. They walk through walls. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to get there. That area is now filled with smoke.
Okay. Um, I have one more action. Um, can I ready a claw attack if anything comes through the smoke?
Okay.
And that'll be my third action.
All right.
Thank you.
Jinx. Leftman has helpfully opened this door. That door is open.
All right.
Or rather, that door is unlocked.
15.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Is 5, 10, 15. Is it? Do I need to? Is that my 25 or is this my 25?
If you move to this space just south of you, you'll have moved 25 feet.
Okay.
I'll tell you up front, this door is unlocked.
All right.
5.
So I guess I'm going to use my stride action.
Okay.
Is this door?
And you try this door in front of you, it is locked.
All right. Am I out of actions, or do I have another action to try and unlock it?
Y- 2 actions, but you'd need to either drop your knives or put them away, pull out the thieves' tools, and then
I
you'd be able
will.
to try it.
No. I will just ready an action to attack anything comes through. Because I've
Okay.
got my
Something
knives
comes
out. I'd
through the
rather have my
door, it's
knives out.
something comes through the door, it's eating daggers. Gotcha.
Perfect.
Jeff, it is your turn. Leftman, you're on deck.
Stride to the door.
All right. Door's locked.
I'm gonna try and chop it down
Okay.
with a big fiery sword.
It's a door. 16 is definitely going to hit.
Did I cut it in half or get it open?
It is definitely smashed to flinders.
One, two, three. I guess I will
So you
post
took
up.
1 stride action to get to the door, 1 action to smash the door up, and 1 action to approach the larger door.
Yep, and just post up there for right now.
All right. Leftman, it's going to be your turn.
Uh, where I am going to take my action to stride 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Take another action to stride 10, 15, 20. Catch up to Jinx. Is this door also
I'm
open? Do I
just
have to
going
use
to
an
move
action to
you.
do that?
That door is locked. So you
Locked
can punch the door if you want.
or punch in the door?
It's a door. It's not like it's moving. A 5 is going to hit, but roll me 1d4. 7 damage total. Door is still up.
Wow. Tough door.
Mhm.
The door is
Yeah.
sturdier than the old gnome.
I need everyone but Carmine to roll me a will save. Jeff, you fail. You're frightened too.
Uh,
Jinx, you succeed. You won't need to worry about this. Leftman, you fail. You are frightened too.
oh. Oops.
And Jinx, you ready to action if something came through a door. It's a shame that this giant flaming goat can walk through walls. Um.
Well, shit.
And because Leftman is frightened too, his armor class is only 14. What the fuck? This is messed up, y'all.
So does he stab himself?
This is no.
It's the bugs, bro. Them bugs are buzzing him.
He
All right.
rematerializes with part of his leg still stuck in the wall. So
So the 17 is going to hit Leftman. You take 4 points of slashing damage and 1 point of fire damage from getting hit by this thing's giant flaming axe.
Take what? 7 points, you said?
5 total.
5 total. Didn't work.
You're
There
at
we go.
32. You should be down to 27.
We're good now. It worked.
That's going to be its turn. Carmine, it is your turn. Jinx, you are on deck, and I'm going to tell you guys up front. We are going until the end of this round, and then we're going to call it for the
Okay. Um. It's no longer in 30 feet of me, is it? Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20. It's only 25 right now.
Yeah,
All right, them bugs are buzzing.
the bugs is buzzing. Uh, Jinx Leftman, you watch as a cloud of bugs come from seemingly absolutely nowhere and bite and scratch and sting at this thing, and uh something seems to boil and explode out of it, incinerating the bugs.
Damn, dude, I think he's got fleas.
Ew. Please
That's
get
one
away from
action.
me.
You get 2 more.
I'm gonna
It's start-
I'm gonna follow Chef. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And um if anything comes at us through any of these 4 walls,
okay.
I will scratch it with my claws.
All right. Something
Actually,
comes within reach of you. You're attacking it.
wait, I don't know if it's possible, but could I grapple with my fangs instead? Attempt to.
It is a ghost.
Right, but never mind. We're gonna claw it.
Okay. Jinx, it is your turn. Chef, you are on deck.
All right. I'm gonna go down here, so it should be flanking, and I am going to
Okay.
dagger attack.
All right.
Ooh, that's a fail.
13 is not going to hit. Or do you want to use your double slice?
Let's do the double slice.
Okay, so you're going to make a second attack. Uh, and the way that double slice works, you roll. So the way that double slice works is you roll at your current multiple attack penalty, and then at the
Oh,
end, your multiple attack penalty increases by 2. So please roll attack number 1 for
okay.
second attack. 18, still gonna miss.
That's about right.
It is a ghost. You don't you don't think that daggers is necessarily going to be your best bet here.
Yeah, that's what I got. So
That's
I'm
3
just going
actions
to
from
read it.
Jinx.
I'm good.
Chef, it is your turn.
Would it be an action to check and see if the door is unlocked?
Um, it hasn't been for Jinx and Leftman. This door is locked.
Gonna try and hit the door.
Okay, roll me an attack. 21 is going to hit. 10 damage plus 4 cold damage. The door is still up.
Let's do it again.
All right, roll me attack number 2. 7 is going to hit. Door is open. And by open, I mean smashed to pieces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm sorry, is your speed 35?
While raging.
Also, by my count, that's only 25 feet. All right. And Leftman, it is your turn.
I'm also frightened 1 now, correct?
You are frightened 1.
So the way frightened works in this is that it goes ahead and decreases your stats, right?
It decreases your checks and
Oops.
DCs
Oh, there it is.
If you
by the
click
value.
frightened, it will let you pick the value as well, using the plus minus next to it beneath the stat bar, which will adjust everything for you.
It
Correcto.
always includes the value. And at the end of your turn, the value of your frightened condition decreases by 1.
Ah, okay. I didn't know about that very last half, the end of my turn thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you are
so
currently frightened 2.
yes. I am going to use up the rest of this gauntlet.
Gnome, door, yeah. Not on a 7, you're not.
No. Is it 3 or 4 on this thing? I don't remember.
It's 3.
Thought it is 3, okay. So that's not gonna work out. But
Try
instead,
again.
yeah, gnome door it thing. That should have used up the last thing on the gauntlet, right?
It's only on a hit.
Okay, never mind then. Try it again. Oop, wrong one.
4 is definitely not gonna hit.
Oh my god.
Neither will 0. So that's
Well,
your second action. You get a third. Feel my pain and know
I
my
mean,
suffering.
what's the worst that'll happen? Ah!
That's not the worst that could happen, but that's pretty dang bad.
It's a negative.
Once again, this is a ghost. Maybe punching it isn't necessarily the best idea you've ever had. But that brings us to the end of this turn. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys coming out. And I'll see you guys next week when maybe you can kill the fire ghost. Maybe not.
We love you. Have a great night. Like, comment, subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.